Give me $1,000.
A lot of guys today, they become soft living in America. You know, 1 in 5 guys, they're a thin rat.
One of the reasons why I chose these 4 characters is because so many of the other characters in Tony's crew are disqualified automatically because of the fact that they're rats.
You can't find anybody over there that believes in the old ways. You know, keep it silent, putting the family first.
There's some guy in your driveway with a ponytail. What is his story?
May I help you? Hey, what are you doing?
They'll be loyal to me, 110%.
He's a friend of ours.
When Sil tells him, a friend of ours, that means a made guy. He knew how to be aggressive and get the job done, and he also had the impulse control to know when a job was done.
Hey, let's go, come on. We're almost done.
He also took a bullet when Jackie Jr. and his friends tried to rob the card game. He never undermined Tony and deferred to him in every situation.
What's the matter with you?
Said for my father.
All right, but you gotta get over it.
The huge caveat, he almost acted on romantic feelings for Carmela and considered killing Tony.
Essa è la moglie del boss.
Come in, he's getting dressed.
I wait in the car.
You know, it wasn't long ago I remember you used to wait in the car. And as far as I'm concerned, you should still be there.
Non l'ho mai data nemmeno un vaso.
Meglio così, allora state lontano. Non è successo ancora niente.
Non so se ci riesco.
L'unico mezzo siamo è uccidere il marito.
Questo saggio.
On one hand, you may say the fact that he was even considering having something with the wife of the boss shows disloyalty. On the other hand, you could say, well, the fact that he decided to remove himself from the situation shows loyalty.
You're standing too close.
Put me in, coach.
Say provolone.
Tony B and Tony S are cousins, and when they were younger, Tony B got sent away to prison for a job where Tony Soprano was also supposed to be present. But he had a panic attack after getting into an argument with his mother and never showed up. His story to Tony B has always been that he got jumped by a couple of black guys. You know, the unidentified black males. So this is something that stays with Tony. It doesn't take long for pride and resentment to resurface.
Fucking weird. My cousin in the old man's seat.
Tony B feels passed over, underestimated, and underappreciated.
And don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. All that Reggie Van Gleason, boy, you fat.
It's no joke. Our bodies are 86% water. His last blood test, he was 65% Zapola.
Something that made Tony B's situation unique was that when he got out of prison, he didn't want to go back into organized crime, at least not at first. But as we come to find out, he doesn't handle stress very well.
So, Hannah, we open in 3 days, huh?
It's hard doing business with strangers.
It's a shame, because he used to be the funnest guy in the world.
And when he kills Joey Peeps, it's not for the family, it's for himself.
I told Rusty that you might need a little learn.
And that murder kicks off a deadly spiral.
Comment, I was finishing my drink.
Which forces Tony Soprano into a corner where he has to kill his own cousin.
I can't sign on right now. I want to give my cousin the benefit of the doubt.
I love where he lives. I don't want to come back here. I didn't do nothing.
You're just as bad as he is because you didn't stop him.
Why didn't you stop him?
Another Tony B irony. He scolds his son for not stopping the other son from taking the Olympic pins. Why didn't you stop him? And then in Tony Soprano's test stream, we hear someone say to him regarding Tony B, why didn't you stop him?
Yellow. How can I help you?
I'm in.
I'm talking to him, and he's looking at his reflection in the plexiglass.
You still seeing your other women, Lorenzo?
Larry and Albert are cousins, and I grouped them here together because I think one's loyalty affects the others. Larry was a respected capo, though sidelined pretty early due to legal issues.
Are you Lawrence Barese? Actually, fellas, my cousin Larry wants the Fairfield contract. Being a hardship of his family and whatnot, while he's in jail awaiting trial.
Imagine getting a facelift. 1 week later, you're in jail.
Can you imagine that? You get a facelift and 1 week later you're in jail?
Albert becomes more active, and while he's not central to major plots, he's generally cooperative.
You have any idea what Albert kicked up last week?
He also happens to be a very good earner.
I got a relationship with Tony Albert'll never have. No matter how far he sticks his tongue up Tony's ass.
They mostly go along with Tony's leadership, and we never see them scheme against him.
Well, some people are stuffing themselves.
Some people are out there stuffing themselves. Only Larry's got a trial coming up. He's in no position to go into the unknown not known.
Now, that's not to say that Larry and Albert think Tony's perfect and never speak badly of him.
Tony sent the wrong ex-con back to jail.
Tony knows what has to be done. Tell John where to find Tony Blundetto. He just won't do it.
As if he even knows where Tony B is.
Of course he knows.
It's Christopher I feel for.
Please, let me tell you something. Anthony Soprano was very adroit at keeping his family out of the fucking frying pan. Both cousins. The rest of us...
This is bad, my friend. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't piss on this Ralph if he was on fire. But to whack the guy over a horse? And what's next? You get clipped for wearing the wrong shoes?
Ooh, I like your shoes, Larry boy.
How about you, Albert? You weigh in anytime.
I'm with him.
All things being equal?
No. Make a move against Tony Soprano. No way.
It died on the vine. Well, it didn't die on the vine, but Richard Maldon, the actor who played Albert Barese, was arrested in April 2003 as part of a drug dealing sting. And long story short, while he wasn't convicted of that charge, his legal troubles led to the character being written out of the show.
Petered out. It petered out.
It died on the vine.
It died on the vine.
It died on the vine. The guy, he moved or something.
You heard me.
Larry told him J.A. was solely responsible for the death of a certain African-American. I thought you were under house arrest.
Ever see that prison doctor, God forbid? I'm going to say, hey, they ever show you these in medical school? They're called balls.
Larry did have balls, for what it's worth. He was a guest of the government for all that time and never flipped on Tony. Tony B may have loved Tony S in a personal sense, but his actions proved that his own interests outweighed his loyalty.
I know you're there. Just say something.
Furio was a very hardworking and effective muscle for Tony, but his internal conflict over Carmela proved that even the most disciplined guy can let personal feelings get in the way of loyalty and business. Because aside from Carmela, the fact that he just left Tony, not exactly very good for Tony's business. Albert was a good earner. He may have been a parakeet, but he didn't run his mouth to the authorities. And I think he deferred to Larry in matters of strategy.
I'm with him.
You remember me, Larry Boy Barese?
Well, I know who you are.
The reason why I say that Larry is more loyal than Albert is because with Larry, there were higher stakes. He's been a guest to the government. He could have given up Tony, and he didn't. And I think for Albert, he essentially followed Larry. It was a serious problem, a serious liability, so much so that Tony and Polly took off to Miami, just in case things got really heated.
Hey, feds are doing some digging over by Brantford Avenue. Willie Overall, the bookie, Labor Day 1982.
Danny says he hears it's Larry Barese been talking.
So what would your ranking be of these four characters by loyalty to Tony Soprano?